Today we're calling out body shops. We're gonna switch it up, change pace a little bit today. A while back, I called out other glass shops for using improper tools, doing terrible replacements and tearing cars up. Today, let's talk a little bit about bad body shop practices and how they affect your auto glass. This car right here was taken to a shop in Savannah, Georgia, to have some other work done on the car, and at the same time, they had to do a windshield replacement on it. Now, the way body shops a lot of times work, they get a lot of pushback from insurance companies on pricing of certain things, but body shops tend to use the cheapest glass guy in town. They have zero regards to the quality of work that's going into it. And I'm not saying all body shops, but a lot of body shops care only about price. That's it. So can you get here fast and can you get here cheap? So this is what that looks like. This car had a windshield put in it in the body shop. Come in, we start looking at it. First thing I see, the rain sensor gel pad was not seated all the way onto the windshield, so the rain sensor was not functioning properly, causing the auto wipe to not function properly. The side moldings on this car were glued down because the windshield was decked too high for the moldings to snap down properly in their retainer. Now, this side, you can't see it as well, but let's go to the other side because the windshield is positioned too far to the passenger side. We got a gap over here that you can see. If you look down in the gap, and we're gonna come back and I'm gonna show you this when we get the windshield out, what it looks like. There is scratching down here in this gap. There's also a spot right here where it looks like the seam seal was not primed over. That white looking spot right there. Seam seal was not primed over. And then this windshield's also decked too high at the top. It's not flush with the roof line, so it's probably making a wind noise. I'm curious to see how much damage was actually done to this car when we get the windshield out of it. But the fact that this customer took their car to a body shop, trusting them to do the job right and have a repair done on their vehicle right, and this is what we find a year after it's done, this is astonishing to me. So I'm gonna get this windshield out and we're gonna come back and show you what it looks like. All right, so we got it out. There's a couple things that stand out to me here. It appears to me that they used a round bead on this car instead of running a triangle style bead like you see us running our videos. Triangle beads have a stronger bond. It is industry standard to run a triangle shaped bead rather than a round shaped bead, simply for how strong the bond is to the glass and its retention value when associated with an accident or if an airbag deploys on the passenger side or something of that sort. So here's the biggest part I want to point out. This car right here was just in a body shop. Just in a body shop a year ago, where you would expect a high quality repair, but no, they called the cheapest glass guy there is over there to come out. I would assume, I'm just speculating, but this is cheap work. This is what this is. There's rust up here across the top. This car was just in a body shop a year ago. There should be no rust on this car. So, I mean, half of this stuff, like right through here, they didn't even put primer on the car where the urethane's at. There was no primer running through here in this corner at this seam seal. So it had a bond issue, but it's like they cut this thing out. They made a mess. They didn't prime it. Somebody in the past had primed it, but somebody has scratched since then. Then our VIN number's partially covered up by a urethane bead. That sucks. Let's go around the other side. So, and of course, this side over here's got rust. I'm gonna grab some trim tools. We're gonna trim a little bit and see how it trims, so you can just kind of get an idea of what we're working with here. All right. So there was a section through here that bond failed. I can't exactly see why. Maybe bad primer. Seam seal right here at the body shop put on, it didn't bond at all to the metal. It's contaminated with something that feels like oil. So there was a body shop mistake. Yep, so we have to get that good and cleaned up. There's nothing stuck to it at all. This urethane that's poked out right here stuck to the interior trim panel. That probably is from the factory. Infiniti does that on a lot of stuff for some reason. It makes it quite difficult sometimes to cut the windshields out without damaging the A-pillar trims. Let's see what it looks like under here. See if we can get trimmed around this VIN number. But man, this thing all in all, it's just a mess all over the place. It's got scratches and gouges all over it. It looks like somebody probably stuffed this windshield one time before, which in Savannah, I mean, nothing would surprise me. Savannah's got some of the worst glass guys on the market. So this brings me to if you're having a car, take it to a body shop, and there's any glass work that has to be done on it at the same time. Ask the body shop if they sublet out any portion of the job. So if there is glass work that has to be done and they sublet it out, you need to get on the internet and research and see what glass company they're subletting it out to. Because if you go online and you read the reviews on that glass shop, you see they're a hack outfit, or you see post online where they've got wiper salutes, or you see them trimming out with big giant long knives, trimming the adhesive out, scratching cards up, I would suggest finding a different body shop, because off the get, that shows me the body shop doesn't care about the quality of their repairs nor the glass company's repairs, because they're using somebody that would do work like that. If they said they do not sublet any of it out and they're doing their glass work in-house, I would probably run away from that too, because I've never seen a body shop that does their own glass in-house that is qualified or capable of doing it properly. It's kind of a hack outfit. So they may do good body work, but they don't do good glass work. All right, so I want to point out one more thing before we show you what this thing is supposed to look like. This windshield was never properly prepped before it was installed. If you see where they clean this thing, see all the handprints all over it. You got an area here, there was no bond. Down here, there was barely any contact to your thing, but down this side, there was no bond. Right through here. They never properly prepared this glass and made sure it was clean. They give it a quick wipe with a paper towel, ran some urethane and put it in. This is terrible. This is not the proper way to do this. So this falls in line with some of the other stuff that you've seen on the car and some of the practices of the car. They barely even had any urethane contact here at the top, where they had a poor bead placement, and this bottom corner was the same. So let's walk over, take a look at the car. And here's how the final result should look. You got complete contact, your rain sensor gel pad. These moldings are snapped down properly. There's not glue holding them. They're able to lock in and hold in there like they ought to. I had to clean up a bunch of adhesive to make those fit right. It would have been better if we just had new clips to go on the sides, but we had to work with what we had. And this is what this was supposed to look like. The windshield's probably sitting 3/8 of an inch higher in the hole than it was before. So we got better fitment across the top as well. So if you're taking a car to a body shop, be sure you know who's doing their glass work, if they're doing it or if they're having somebody come in and do it. If it is somebody that's coming in, you want to know who that shop is. Search some reviews to have a general idea of who's going to be working on your car. But I'm going to say more than 9 out of 10 times, choose somebody else. Thanks, guys. If we can help you with any issues you've had on situations like this, shoot us a call at 843-379-7222, or stop by and see us, 820F Paris Island Gateway. Thanks, guys.